Hello and welcome to Desert Rat Fiber Arts. I'm Desert Rat, but you can call me Lloyd. Today we are on our next fiber for our fleece study for 2023. I forgot to mention it last week, sorry about that, but this week we're going to be doing Gotland. So there it is. So Gotland top, this is again from Hearthside Fibers. Again, I paid for these out of my own pocket. There's no sponsorship here at all. Anyways, this particular one, look at it, just kind of looks thin compared to next week, which I will mention now. We're going to be doing Herdwick. But if you look at how thick the Herdwick is compared to the Gotland, I mean, there's some, this is kind of dense. This is, I did weigh it with the package and everything. This was like 28 grams. And this one was like 31, so a difference of 3 grams. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit dense. But we'll see what we get out of it. And I forgot to look it up in my book beforehand, but we will look it up here real quick. So according to this, the breed is from Sweden. It's 30 to 34 microns. Has a staple length of 80 to 150 millimeters, which is 3 to 6 inches. All right, so let's see if it's in our book here. Gotland, okay. And there's a picture of the sheep, and this is in the Field Guide to Fleece. So let's see what it has to say about this. The origin, Sweden. The fleece weight is 5.5 to 11 pounds, which is 2.5 to 5 kilograms. Staple length of 3 inches to 7 inches, or 8 to 18 centimeters. The fiber diameters are 27 to 35 plus microns. Lambs are as fine as 18 microns, so if you can get a lamb, do that. Natural colors are light gray to near black. Okay, so I guess it's not any white in there, so it was nice to see something other than white or cream colored this time, and for next week as well. The name Gotland, which refers to a Swedish breed developed in the early 20th century, is sometimes confused with the ancient Goth, Gut, or Gutfar breed, its ancestor. Okay, Gotland. Long, lustrous, with a well-developed crimp. Gotland fleece is suitable for use in any technique. The locks are dense and astonishingly wavy, like shiny springs. The staples feel soft and silky. The fiber's relative fineness can make them slick and fly away, especially in dry climates. I'm in Arizona, it's a pretty dry climate. Open the lock slightly and spin directly, or flick the locks and spin, or comb card if fiber length allows. Gotland is easier to spin into fine yarns than into bulky ones. And when you add twists, the fluffy fibers nestle down together to create a yarn that feels heavier and has a better draping qualities than you might expect. You can spin smooth or heavily textured yarns, and the unspun locks can be used to decorate other textiles. Effective dyes, it takes dye well over the base tones of gray. Best uses for surprisingly soft and comfortable garments and for other textiles with a wonderful drape, shine, and texture. Gotland is a rewarding fiber. It felts easily. Okay, so let's take a look at the fiber itself. So let me pull it out of the package here. Well, in this form, it doesn't feel very soft to me. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not scratchy or anything. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So let's see what the staple length of it is. Let me pull off the end here, and then we'll get the next section. Let me see. Alright, let me get my ruler out here and see what our staple length is on this. And it's about 5.5 to 6 inches long. So It's got a good staple length on it, so it'll be interesting to spin. Again, I'm probably going to be doing a short backdraft because that's just usually what I always do anyways. It's comfortable to me. And then we'll do chain ply on it, just so, because it's easier to do it all from one bobbin for me anyway. So let me get set up and we'll start spinning it. Okay, it's the next day. Here's the finished yarn. See, it has got a ton of drape to it, but it doesn't have a lot of stretch to it. It came out nice, but I got 18 yards out of it finished. Maybe you could get more out of it if you spin it finer than I did. I was having some issues with this. Let me go over a couple of things first. The yarn is soft. It is softer than I thought it was originally going to be. It's very silky texture. It doesn't have a lot of crimp in it. At least I didn't think it did. It's kind of like spinning human hair. It was. I had some issues with drafting. If you, as you saw in the time lapse, I got a few minutes into spinning, and then it drifted apart. And then when I tried to fix it, it just kept pulling apart as I was trying to fix it on the wheel. So I had to completely pull off everything that I spun and start over again and give it a lot more twist than what I was giving it. So even though it's a long staple, you need a lot of twist in it for it to hold together properly, because there's not much crimp in it. The plying went beautiful. I did not have any issues. It did not drift apart on me during the plying, because once I got enough twist in it to begin with, I think it went well. It does have a nice look to it. Let me see if I can get this closer. You can see that there's a lot of definition in the spin itself, and it's actually a very nice soft fiber, and definitely was worth spinning. Yeah, would I go out of my way for it again? I don't know. Not at this point, because I think I need to improve my spinning abilities even more. It was just a little bit of a touchy fiber for me. You might not have that issue, but for me, it was just a little touch and go. But once I got used to it, it wasn't bad. I was just a little disappointed in the overall yardage that I got out of it. The same 25 grams that I've been getting anywhere from 50 up to 50 yards out of it. I only got 18 out of this. I was a little disappointing. But then we did see how dense it was compared to the Herdwick. I think is what we're doing next week. Herdwick, yeah. When we compared the two side by side. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, I'm having a hard time coming up with a description for this. Would I go out of my way for it? Not at this point. Would I spin it again? Yes, if I get a good deal on it. Once I get a little better off, then definitely, yeah. I think this would make a beautiful, any type of beautiful garment. Just be aware that you might not get that much yardage out of the finished product when you're done with it. Okay, so yeah, next week we're going to be doing Herdwick. Hopefully I'll be able to do something next week. I got a thing with work where I have to be in the office all week next week. I normally work from home. So we'll see if I've got time to record it. Maybe I can try to squeeze it in this weekend and get it ready for next week. If not, we'll be a week out after that, but we'll be doing the Herdwick after that. So that's it. So until next time, happy crafting.